all my life, been grinding all my life, sacrifice.
Hey guys, it's C with Coin Traders, and I'm going to do a little market video of some technical analysis just to kind of see where a few of these coins are trading at and where they may be headed as we are kind of going through a little crypto sell-off or pullback, if you want to call it. And as of right now, we're looking at Bitcoin. Also, I might mention that it is Thursday the 8th around 12:30, 1 o'clock Eastern time. And as you can see, Bitcoin is trading at 99,300, give or take. And we are right around this level of support. So this could be a buy opportunity right here for at least a bounce and possibly more. As in the last video, we were trading in this channel, and I said that it needs to hold, as I even have this still on the line. It needs to hold into blue line upper channel. And as you can see, we did it. We went back and retested it from a few days ago video, and we have sold down since. A lot of times when they do break down or break out from this big long yellow line consolidation channel, as if I scroll out, you can see the consolidation channel from the highs of 20 grand. And it came down, it broke out. A lot of times it likes to retest this level that it broke out from. So that's what we currently could be seeing right now. Although bulls do want to see it get back above this yellow line, consolidation, because if it does fail support here, it really could fall a lot further, as this is still a pretty big channel. So some levels of support and resistance to consider when trading Bitcoin is right now near this 9,300 level, which could be a second retest of support. And a lot of times the second retest likes to go under a little bit before bouncing, which it very well could do. And then we could see something like a bounce to 10,800. And then if it doesn't hold it again, we could see this support level, unless it wants to just fall right through like a knife through butter. We could see the 8,000 level. So needs to hold this, if not 8,000 level, and then we'll go down to that major trend line support that it tested at the 6,000 level a couple weeks back around February 5th. So if this 8,000 level doesn't hold, which also coincides with the breakout level, which a lot of times they like to retest that breakout level, it could happen, which also would be a buy op in my opinion. If that doesn't hold, then the next level would be 6,600 to 6,500. And if that doesn't hold, then we'll retest that 6,000 level or lower. There is a great deal of selling pressure right here, as you can see. And over here, there wasn't too much buying, even though it did test that support line. So maybe we'll see another good move off of these lines for a bounce higher. Bulls definitely want to see it hold this support line, get back above this yellow line, get back above 10,300, and then the next level would be 11,000, and then to retest that 11,800 to $12,000 range to move higher to the 13,000 and possibly put itself back up into this blue channel, and then eventually test the 14,500 to 15,000 range, which also coincides with some levels that it's retested, like the 50% Fibonacci retest level. But it definitely needs to break that main support first of the 12,000, or I mean the resistance level of the 12,000 to head higher. And one of these support levels needs to hold. If this support level does not hold, then we could look at that 8,000, which also could coincide with like a bull flag type channel if it wants to hold that 8,000 somewhere around these levels. Like I said, it could bounce and then come back down and test the 8,000. So we could consolidate for another few till possibly the end of March or going into April. just depending on news or how Bitcoin wants to trade. We definitely need to see some volume though for this to pick up and move higher to retest those highs of 20,000 and beyond. So in my opinion, any one of these support lines are a good buy. I'm long-term bullish, short-term intermediate bearish until we can get a footing and move higher. So look for those levels. If this support holds, it could be a good little buy op for a bounce around 93, 92. And if not, 8,000 and then 60, 600. And bulls want to see this channel break at the 98 to 11,000, and then your 11,800 to 12,000 level, and then move its way back up. So that's Bitcoin. Let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum is trading at $700, give or take. It was in this consolidation channel. As you can see from the last video, I made a bear flag in this blue line, see it, and it actually had broken down through not only the channel but the bear flag also, and started to sell off yesterday. It failed support around the $788 level, which was support back on February 22nd. So it failed that and has made this bear flag. I tried to record earlier before this was broken, this bear flag that I created right here, and it actually retested this trend line. I said it likes to retest these consolidation channel, and that's what this yellow line is. And it actually failed and now is kind of falling pretty steadily in Ethereum as it broke this bull flag this bear flag this morning around $742 level. It looked like it was holding and possibly wanted to go retest this 790 level, but it failed and we're moving lower. So I'm looking at opening a position around the 666 level to possibly the 670, unless it can put a nice little wick down here at the 650, 645 range, which would be nice. So keep an eye open for this to buy the dip. It also coincides with this red line channel that I drew way back when. That coincides with this channel support. So it very well could test this and we at least see a bounce to, you know, the 730 or a nice bounce back, depending on what kind of bounce it wants to make, what kind of volume we see, as we could see something like this if it starts to really accelerate into a capitulation in the next few hours. So these are 2-hour candles. As you can see, this 2-hour candle is pretty bearish. So if we get another one and it capitulates, we could see even a test of the low, which is right around $565 to $550 range. So keep an eye open for the uptrend channel first around that 666, which is also a number that stocks and cryptos like to fall on, as it's some sort of algorithmic number, or the mark of the beast, let's say. So watch those numbers and you should get a pretty good buy the dip opportunity, as this also could be considered a big healthy bull flag consolidation pattern. As long as we hold this level, we could eventually pop up here eventually and test this $1,000 level, which would coincide with that, let's see, what is it, it's the 50% Fibonacci level. So I could see definitely a retracement back to the 50%. So look for those levels on Ethereum and trade off the support and resistance, you know, buy the dips and sell the rips. Next one I'll do is LITECOIN. Let's see where that's headed, as that was also bearish this morning. So I'm long-term bullish but bearish on this in the intermediate, as it could still be a bull flag, as it held support right here in the 103. Right now it is trading at 176, which are some good long-term levels in my opinion, unless you can get it down here at the $69 range, which also would coincide with this big channel if it wants to trade within this big channel. But it would have to break this uptrend line support in white that has been holding the fort down since back here in, let's see, in November. So November it had the big run, and then it consolidated. It broke out right here out of the consolidation flag. As you can see, the blue line from the high, it broke out right there around the 162, and I believe that's where we're going to see support, is around this 160 range, as it likes to retest breakouts. And that's what this sell-off or consolidation did. It retested the original breakout back at 107, broke out from here, and now we're consolidating, retesting it, and eventually could be making another bull flag channel. If I draw something like this, you can kind of see the channel in blue, but it would have to trade at something like this and then break out. So that very well could happen, so keep an eye on it. That's if this support level holds. If it doesn't, then maybe we see some sort of test of this uptrend support line again. That's if the cryptos really want to sell off hard in the coming hours or days. And if it doesn't hold that support, then maybe we get a double bottom at the 110, or chuck a candle wick or foxtail even all the way down here. See how big these wicks are over here? Maybe we get something like that on some news. So maybe you want to put some buys in real low and see if you get filled. I'm going to do that. I already have some at the 75, but I might move it down, considering down to the 65 range. But I wouldn't mind any sort of tail that comes out of this support level, as I too will be buying 160 for a bounce and to see if it holds. If not, like I said, look for this support level around the 120 region, 127, or a tail down for a double bottom, which could come down like that, double bottom, and then break out. Bulls want to see it get back above this channel of 191, eventually 225, and then the 240 region, which it also coincides around this 240, 260 level at the Fibonacci, a 50% Fibonacci retrace level, which also coincides with this consolidation, kind of head and shoulders type bearish move before it broke down. So look for that, as the same is kind of happening a little bit right here. It's kind of a shoulder, head, shoulder. So this line of support needs to hold, or the 160 level, which is breakout retest. Okay, the next one I'm going to do is ADA, only because I've been accumulating. Yesterday I've been accumulating a position, in ADA. I'm not telling you should go out and buy this. I'm not your financial advisor, blah blah blah, as everybody would say. These are all my own opinions, and as I'm moving the Fibonacci extensions, let me fix those. Actually, I'm going to move down here. Sorry about that. Okay, as of right now, it is trading at the 30-cent range. I believe it was trading at 24 cents, and it could even be a lot lower, as I think this chart is kind of messed up with ADA, CARDANO. I do believe this could see 20 cents, as I've been buying at 24 and 23 cents. I've been loading up, as I am hoping, I hate to use that word, but I am hoping in the future that it retests the high of $1.40, which will give me substantial gains at the 20-cent level. Plus, I kind of believe that eventually this technology with the market cap will test the old highs at some time in the future, if not near future. So I have 10,000 right now coins, and I'm hoping to be at about 25 when all is said and done, which isn't a huge chunk of change, but I do believe in this, and I do want to see it retest the highs, and that's what I'm looking for in time. So that's why I'm a believer in Cardano, and I do like these levels of buy ops. So if it does go lower than 20 cents, then I'll hold till I die. So, you know, that's that. So bulls want to see this above 37 cents, and then eventually get a little power over the 40 cent, and it could even, you know, as you could see, it did make this like bullish move that it, you know, first it was a bear head and shoulders, excuse me. It made this little left shoulder head and then a right shoulder and then failed. But then it broke out of this consolidation wedge and has just kind of been basing sideways. I did think it was going to break last week, and I was sad because I wanted to hit it at this 30-cent level, and it actually broke down. An alert happened in the middle of the night, and yesterday I started to buy around 24 cents. I'm hoping it goes down to 20 cents, and if it does, I will be a buyer right here at the 20-cent level, and we'll just have to see how it plays out. So that's my take on ADA. Really not much. Let's go to XRP or your Ripple. As you can see, Ripple is trading at 81 cents right now. Let me get rid of these marks just so you can kind of see it a little better, as obviously I have some drawings on this chart from before's technical analysis video maybe a couple days ago. As you can see, it went and retested this level of 57 cents, I believe was its low when it had the crypto sell-off, and since then it broke out of that consolidation channel or wedge, however you want to call it, and it broke out. And I don't know what news it was. It might have been that NBC news that it was going to go to Coinbase. I necessarily don't believe in the whole Ripple movement, but I am buying under 80 cents. I bought some yesterday. I bought about 500 coins yesterday. Not a huge position. I do want to build it up if it goes lower. I would like to see it at the 58 cent again for a double bottom. If it does hold this level though, then I have a small position for the future, whatever it wants to go to. You know, a lot of people believe it's a moonshot, so whatever the case may be, it does look intermediate bearish but bullish in the same time frame. As you can see, I have some arrows that originally it was here for an inverse head and shoulders, and it failed. This could still be considered an inverse head and shoulders if this level holds, as I do like to see inverse head and shoulders, I've said in last videos, be above the left shoulder. So it's really not above, but we could see some wicks here. It is holding this uptrend line support level around the 76 cent level. If it fails, it could go put a double bottom in that 58 cent level, and then ultimately it could come down to the 28 cent level, which is a breakout retest. So it'll be 28 to 30 cent level. So you could see that level again. I'm not saying it happens. I would be a big time buyer if it did that, as I believe this is a trading vehicle for the future, and I'm going to try to get positions in this and trade around bounces and whatnot, as there's a lot of people that like this coin, so I will be a buyer as I want to trade it. As right now, it could also be considered a bull flag with a channel, as it did break this small intermediate as you're looking at 2-hour candles. I'm going to zoom in a little bit as long as it holds this channel. This could be consolidating as a bullish move, kind of like it broke out and now it's just consolidating in this channel. So this could be a buy op right here, and that's why I'm kind of buying around this, 80 cent level. So it could pop out, retest this level at $1.22, come back down, and then break out eventually and test higher prices like $1.60 or $2. It could go up to the 50% Fibonacci, which is coinciding with around $2 level, and then eventually go and test higher levels like the all-time high of 330, 340 level or higher. The highest Fibonacci level on here says roughly around $12, so $12.25 could be Fibonacci prediction levels, so that could be its high, $12 Ripple, which is definitely a possibility with some news and the way people dig this coin. So look at these levels right here. If it don't hold, look to be a buying up around the 50 cent level, but I am accumulating under 80 cents, and I still think 80 cents is a good level to buy. I think under $1 is a good level to buy. This definitely could see a retest of the highs, in my opinion, in the near future. So that's Ripple, and I'm gonna do Neo. Let's do Neo, and then I'll try to finish it off with Iota and call it a market wrap up. As of right now, Neo is trading at $92. It was very bullish a couple days ago, as it was holding this upper trend line. It did retest this upper trend and breakout level of around $64. Some levels to watch for support. It's currently at a level of support right now and kind of making this inverted head and shoulders flag. That's if this level of support holds. It is currently around $92, $94. Level of support goes back here, here, here. You could see all the wicks trading around this level. Some other support levels would be this uptrend line of around $82, $83, or it could even fall down if that level doesn't hold around $64 to a little lower, maybe 63, 62. So around this level would be a double bottom if that held. That's if this $82 level doesn't hold, and if this $92 to $95 level doesn't hold and break up. Bulls want to see it. Let me zoom in. It also could come down as far as if we do have some kind of capitulation move. Maybe you see a wick. I'm not saying it trades around $40 or even, you know, down to $40 range and stays. Although there is support all the way down to the $27 level. It could happen. Anything is possible with these crypto coins, providing news and, you know, just the way they trade. If we do get some crazy capitulation or some crazy wick movement, you know, you could set some buys down here at this channel low around the $40, 44 would be a safe bet, to even 27. You know, just on some crazy crypto sell-off day, you never know. So you can set some buys in hopes to get a fill. If not, you can look to buy the dip right there around the 82 to double bottom 63. Bulls, when I zoom in, want to see this support level hold for also, it's been holding for a while. If it does hold, bulls want to see it get back over this yellow channel trend around the $100 to $102 level, providing how much chop it wants to do, 105, and then it needs to get over this white line channel breakout spot of 110. Let me zoom in a little bit more just so we can see. So yeah, it wants to get over this yellow trend line. See this channel that it's now in, needs to get back above this level, break out, and then break out over the 110, eventually get back over this support around 114 and break back up into this upper channel around 122, and then you can look at 150 level, 148 to 150 level, and then a retest of 171 to the 180s, where it coincides with some of these levels of before. And I believe the high was around 193. So, you know, if it holds these levels and we start to see Bitcoin bounce and some of these levels bounce from where they're at, we could definitely see, you know, a good amount of action from these levels. If not, throw some buys in and, you know, maybe you'll get lucky. But those are levels of Neo. So let's do Iota and call it a wrap. I do see Bitcoin bouncing a little bit. I'm not going to open it up as of right now. As you can see, I had a head and shoulders on Iota, and it kind of made this bear flag. It broke down recently. It even broke this uptrend channel support level that's been holding. It even tested right here around the $1.20 level. So as of right now, I am a buyer of Iota around the $1.40 to $1.20 level. I will add at the dollar level if it can get there, as I believe the dollar level was a breakout retest, so it very well could go down to the dollar level. It's at $1.39 right now. I did buy some yesterday under $1.50. I did add a little bit recently, I think in the $1.40s, not much. I'm just kind of accumulating, as I do see Iota making moves in the future. I would like to see this at $1 though. I am a believer in the tech and I do like the wallet and whatnot. So could we see lower than $1? It is a possibility. If we do get a crypto craze sell-off, it could go to 0, could go to 50 cents. I mean, anything is possible. I do see $1 holding. I think that's a great buy. I think these are good prices to start to buy, as people are scared that have bought at the $3 and $4 range, and they're just hoping and praying it bounces back. So we could see a lot of consolidation. Okay, so if you're bullish, where do you want to see this go? You want to see it get back up over this channel, first of all, over the $1.50, $1.54, and then you want to see it consolidate and get over the $2 range, the $2.20, $2.50 level range, and then work its way up to the $3 intermediate term range, which would also around 3 to 325 consolidate, would be the 50% Fibonacci retracement level, and that could be, you know, a good level to take profits if you are accumulating, and then let the rest run for a retest of highs whenever that is. I do think the prediction levels for the Fibonacci from where I have it are pretty good. I mean, it's stating $18, you know, I mean, $18 from $1.40, that's a great buy up if we can go. A lot of times those prediction levels from the Fibonacci retracements do play out, so I don't know how long it'll take. It might take a year or 2 years. It just depends on how long it wants to base, or if it goes lower or higher. But as of right now, from the low that it held in February, you know, those prediction levels are saying $18. So let's go with it and buy these, you know, pullbacks and see where it heads. So that's my market wrap up for today. Check back with me, like if you like, you know, definitely take some pictures of my levels, go back through, listen to the levels that I have. A lot of times they play out. You can go back on my old, you know, analysis. My charts are good, my analysis is good. I've been doing this for over 10 years, and I'm not predicting where they are going to go. I'm just predicting levels that these things could trade around through support, resistance, and trend lines. So I hope you guys like the video. You know, buy the dips, let it consolidate, have patience, and we'll see you at the next market wrap up. I might do some cryptocurrencies this week. I don't know. We'll just see how it plays out. Definitely give me a shout out if you like it, or a comment. Check out my Instagram account. I post charts all the time. And we'll see you on the flip side. Thanks, guys. Appreciate everything. Thank you.
Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why all my life I've been grinding all my life. Look,